Even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020.
Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Indianapolis Colts
and the Las Vegas Raiders.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Play action. Now it's Carr.
That one into the hands of Adams downfield.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's good for 28 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. It's no secret that this is a team that's built on passing, but as you always tell me, you have to throw the run in there every now and then to keep that pass sharp.
Yeah, you have to, because otherwise, if they never have to worry about running the football, it is just a controlled sprint to your quarterback, and eventually you're calling on your backup quarterback.
But they got to do better than that last go-around. They went in the wrong direction. On 2nd and 12, Carr. He'll look downfield for Waller. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Carr. He's going to take another shot here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use it. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
The kick by Carlson is good. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now. A dime look defensively for the Raiders on 3rd down.
Yeah, you're right, 2 extra DBs out there. Looking to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack.
Max Crosby in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
Returnable here from the 38.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see.
Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 41.
To the booth. Last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. To the 43, second down.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Here's 2nd and 8. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Max Crosby. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
We had a pretty good idea that they were going to pressure this young quarterback, and that's now 2 sacks here in the first quarter.
And yeah, this is a secret to exactly nobody, because if you're a rookie quarterback, you know you're going to see pressure. Defenses want...
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Rodgers on the return. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. One of the more impressive punt returns you will see. That one from 87 yards away. And the Colts are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Carr looking left side, and it's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Throwing now is Carr. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Justin Houston in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And this one is incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. Rodgers to return it. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. First and 10, Taylor now. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good chunk of those yards came after contact, and that's an area where he's really starting to excel as a running back.
It felt like he was doing a drill that running backs have to perform all the time.
Let's go. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run once more with Taylor. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Nine-yard line, 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Taylor is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he's unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? He'll look to throw. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
I know we saw the pass and the completion, and obviously the resulting loss of yardage. To me, that play broke down with the blocking on it. Because if you're going to try and swing it that far outside, that blocking's got to hold up to give your guy a chance.
And the defense, they weren't fooled at all.
No, not at all. But were they aggressive on that one?
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you walk the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Carr. And this throw will be intercepted. And the Colts force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But I also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Second down, another run with Taylor. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 45 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 19. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. They'll look to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were. And so possession will remain with Indy.
We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough, and it'll be 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Pass complete. Now race for the marker. He will have the conversion and more than that.
The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise.
And the Colts will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead is now 17-3.
17. Raiders 3.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this 1st half. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football from the 6.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the 1st half.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47.
Again, it's Taylor. He's got it to the 43 here.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Carr now to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And now the rookie's free. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
2nd and 9 now. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
They'll try the left side with Taylor. He'll take it inside the 25.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
out of the gun. They'll look to throw.
That is caught. Michael Pittman with it.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Jonathan Taylor, a touchdown machine. He's going to get plenty of looks down here near the goal line. So if I'm on defense, I might start getting prepared to see his number called a couple of more times.
They get this out left. Touchdown, Colts.
Kylan Granson.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Colts have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Raiders 10.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
A Raider first down, Carter Renfrow.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now back to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. To throw, it's Carr. He's got a man, complete. And out across midfield, down to the 45. A big pickup of 38.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Carr now on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Colts are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. I guess we're at the point of the game where they do need to open up the playbook a little bit, start to take some chances down the field, but that one did not go as planned.
Yeah, these guys need something good to go their way, and they took an opportunity to take that shot there, but obviously that's not going to help. A tough play for them as they're trying to make their way back.
104 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Second down, another run with Taylor.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory, right at the 40. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building and bullying. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Paris Campbell, 39 yards. And the Colts look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Raiders 10.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. On the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Good for the Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Carr. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The offense on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 43. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time, it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's a...
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Folk connects on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. On for the extra point is Folk. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
52, Raiders 10.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. Throwing on first down is Carr. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Bobby Okereke running in and bringing him down.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
After the sack on first down, Carr looking deep for Adams. And now here is another interception.
And the Colts are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
Man, 216 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And they take a knee.